Mostert. Oh, look at him cut! Look at him dive! Look at him drive for the first down. It's a game.
They're going to a quick snap.
Ingold, the fullback, he'll follow. Mostert, corkscrew, touchdown!
There's a gift to Mostert, got a good block on the edge, and Mostert's to the end zone for the touchdown.
They go inside zone, and the Patriots are just so conditioned. We got to get outside. You've got to be able to stop that outside zone, and here comes Mostert, 4-3 speed.
Sees those double teams all the time. One of the great gunners in the history of the league. Mostert takes off and goes the distance for the touchdown.
Both touchdowns come on inside zone plays. Watch the double team inside. Robert Hunt came off and got the linebacker, and Mostert goes untouched into the end zone. They don't do it very often, but their touchdowns tonight and their big plays have come.
Hill on the move. Blocked by Ingold, run by Mostert, blocked in there by Armstead, and taken down. It's 1st and 5, Mostert getting a block from Ingold, opening the door, Jewell riding him down at the 40. That guy is something else.
They've since taken him into the locker room.
Mostert is in. 1st and 10. Here's the call. The big gain. He broke a tackle of Sanders. He gets by the defensive back, Mathis, and takes it in for 6. Mostert, a 20-yard touchdown run.
Watch the guys up front. That contact right there about 5 yards upfield is where the tackle needs to be made. But Mostert's able to spring it to the outside as Mathis tries to get him down.
A-chain spinning. Mostert blocked in there. Touchdown. 4th and goal. A-chain. Oh, that's Mostert who takes it in. 1-yard touchdown run. Mostert was in the backfield, 3rd and 7 against the call. There's a nice block from Hill. Oh, look at the move! Dazzling display! Touchdown, Miami! Mostert!
That was the first game this season so far with no incompletions in the first quarter by the two quarterbacks. As Tua starts the second quarter with another complete. What a catch! Mostert jumps up with 2 defenders around him.
Matching the 2000 Rams. They won the Super Bowl the prior season. Here's Mostert. 1st down and more. Second and goal. Mostert. He's in. Touchdown.
All about between the tackles. Give a credit to the offensive line. Man on man. Raheem Mostert, no fair dodging. Boom, get out of my way, Xavier McKinney.
In the pistol with a 2nd down and goal for Tua. Mostert is back there. Lamb a block. It's Mostert. Blocked by Smythe! Touchdown, Miami! Mostert! But the tight end sealed it off. And the Finns are on the board. Good explanation by Gene. Good shot by Jim Cornell. 1st and 10. Miami's ball. Mostert getting a block from Hill. He explodes and spins and drives. There he goes.
Watch Julian Hill with the kick-out block on Burns. That allows Mostert to get up the middle, and then it's a matter of breaking tackles, spinning through tackles, and using that track speed to get down inside the 10.
49-yard bamboozling type run by Mostert.
And we just saw the red zone production by the Dolphins today.
It's good. 2nd and goal. Mostert diving. Touchdown.
Excellent job by the offensive line. We mentioned at the beginning of this drive, Kevin, the replacements that are in. They're missing.
Tagovailoa has thrown 3 touchdowns today. Mostert, touchdown. Heat, fouls drawn. Good, did a good job. Look at Mostert.
Star player in the league, living up to it again this season. Raheem Mostert got to the edge. Mostert across midfield into Eagles territory and running hard to the 43-yard line. In the second half. Mostert left, has Hill out there blocking for him. And a 1st down as they are finding ways to get what you were talking about. They don't get to the outside deal.
First down, goal to go for Miami. As this offense had complete command, Mostert waltzes in, and they build on their lead.
Get outside so he could cover to the flat, but then they're just going to run it up inside. You get great blocking on the edge. Peppers can't get over the top.
It's a flip. Mostert with the crease. Touchdown.
We're going to see 3 Kansas City guys overrun the play as they're going there trying to make this tackle right here. All 3 of those guys end up outside, and Mostert does.
First play on this must-have drive is a handoff to Mostert. Mostert still on his feet, and he gets it past midfield. Where the Dolphins find themselves right now, Mostert on the carry. Mostert is free again.
This is a first down from the 13-yard line for Miami. Long drive continues with the touchdown. Mostert taking it in. 13 yards, they ran 50.
Watch the right side here. Austin Jackson Smythe do a good job. Craycraft, the receiver. Got a tight end coming around in Hill. That's just everybody doing their job and letting them back with good speed and some quickness and vision. Just get it.
Big hole. Going to the end zone. Icing on the cake. Touchdown Mostert.
Replace one dude, have another guy coming in there. That's Miami's offense.
Toss play for Mostert. Beats Hudson to the edge, slips a tackle, first down. Hill in motion, give it to Mostert, and he dives in. Touchdown Miami as they work the clock all the way down and tack on another tutty.
Waddle, by the way, is back in the game. Set to the right. This is Mostert. Makes a cut. Raheem Mostert flashes the speed and bangs down. It's a first and goal inside the 10. Mostert tries the middle. Raheem Mostert bursts through, runs through a tackle, and muscles for about 14. Mostert again. Dives, lunges. Touchdown, Miami. Here comes the latest of the orchestrated celebrations. We had the roller coaster last week, and now it's the wheelbarrow race.
Barrios wins.
His 17th carry. Lunging is the knee down before the nose of the ball break the plane. The shin is down kind of simultaneously with the nose of the football.
It looks short.
Tyreek Hill off the field. High snap. Mostert. They just clear out the left side, and Mostert cashes in another short field and pretends to have a hamstring injury. This is all part of the fun.
Third straight time to Mostert. There's the Miami record. The 19th touchdown of the season.
Supposed to go inside. And Mostert's speed just adjusts and goes all the way to the edge. Look at this is a pull inside. The Jets are so sound they take it away.
Waddle now 6 catches, 118 yards. They run it. First down, weaving through traffic. It's Mostert down to about the 2-yard line. He's right behind Tua. He's in the gun. Why not? Give it to him. Go wide. No one's going to touch him. Touchdown, Miami.
Same play as the last one. You start to the right a little, and then you go back left, and then it's just a speed game. And at that point, I know who's going to win that matchup.
Yes. Miami driving to start this final quarter. And they rip off a big run with Mostert down to the 14-yard line. Rumbles for 18 with that carry.
3rd and 1. It is Mostert. First down and then some. Breaks the tackle. Mostert inside the 15. Raheem Mostert having a career year. Tagovailoa going to swing it out. Mostert wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. We'll see how the emotion plays into it. Here's Mostert right up the gut. And Mostert with a big gain to start it off. He's up to the 39, and he rips up a 14-yarder.